Hello, and welcome to another episode of Tits. This is totally serious.
Yeah, I'm Callie.
And I'm Zeb, and today's episode will be about the art of being a gentleman.
A modern day gentleman. How it used to be and what's expected in today's society.
Now, the first thing we'll talk about is appearance. Because, of course, the first thing anyone's going to notice when they look at you is your appearance. Now, I'm wearing something more formal. I'm wearing nice pants, suspenders, bow tie, collared shirt, and nice shoes. This would be okay appearance for a dinner party, something more formal, maybe a wedding, maybe a meeting or a dining out party with a girlfriend, or, just friends in general.
Yeah, and what I'm wearing, very simple polo, khakis, laceless shoes, is something more you want to do with closer friends. Maybe you're going out to have a drink, just nice get together, catch up, and just around the house wear, really.
Yeah, and notice that it's not a designer or some type of graphic logo t-shirt, and it's not ripped jeans.
That is not very gentlemanly.
That's okay for work if you're working in the mud or on a farm, maybe. But this is for going out into town or just general wear. It looks nice, makes yourself seem respectable.
And you feel nice when you wear something like this.
And you do feel nice. Now, the next thing we're going to talk about is greetings.
Greetings are very important.
Because that is the second thing someone will judge you on.
I will say our generation has gotten very bad.
Very lax.
Especially when a boyfriend meets a girlfriend's parents. Maybe that's a little old-fashioned, not even a lot of kids are,
meeting their girlfriend's parents.
That's a big issue. And when they do meet them, they make all the wrong mistakes. So how do you properly greet someone if you've never met them before?
Greeting someone like your girlfriend's father or someone especially higher than
Potential employer.
You want to look them directly in the eye. You don't look down or you don't look up. You keep eye contact. Yes, it's uncomfortable nowadays for some, but it shows that you're not weak.
You're not hiding something. Because when people don't look at someone directly in the eye, the first impression, whether you know it or not subconsciously, is they're hiding something. And there's something off about that person. And so when you're meeting a girlfriend's parents, you don't look him in the eye, you shake his hand, well, he's going to think you're hiding and you're up to something.
So you want to look them in the eye and shake their hand with a nice firm handshake. Nowadays people give really loose handshakes because they think that handshake doesn't matter. But to some people, like myself, it still really does matter. So you want to give a nice firm handshake, not enough to where you're breaking their hand, but you want to try to match their grip.
Yes.
And with a woman, it's completely different. When you shake a woman's hand, you want to do it light. Grab at the fingers, thumb on their knuckles, kind of like you see in the old, princess movies, like a curtsy or something.
But do not curtsy.
Yeah, do not curtsy. But it still shows. I practice it all the time, and I can't tell you the look of surprise and enjoyment I get on women's face when I shake their hand in that manner, because it makes them, feel like a woman should feel.
And when you shake their hands, you got to give them the proper greeting of the day. Good afternoon, sir. Good morning, sir. Good afternoon, ma'am. Good morning, ma'am. It's very important to give that greeting because it establishes a connection. Because if you just shake someone's hand and you don't say anything, it's going to get awkward.
It is. And just that dead eye contact, just looking them and shaking their hand, they're going to think you're a little bit too aggressive, and there is a line. The third thing they're going to notice about you is the way you talk and conduct yourself.
Yes. There has been a trend lately in our society to talk in text. I've witnessed a lot of people do it.
Yeah.
They literally say LOL out loud. It's not okay.
First off, using LOL and shortened is not okay while texting either, but that's another topic for another day. When you're talking to somebody, you want to enunciate. You want to talk slow, not talk too fast. You want to speak clearly and with authority. That way they feel that you're not weak, that you are a gentleman.
Exactly. So when you're talking to a future employer, you want to keep things short, concise, and clear.
And you don't want to seem timid, because that's the last thing they want. A leader is someone who's timid.
You ever watch someone on a stage and they're nervous as hell and you can tell in their voice that they're shaky? Doesn't that ruin the credibility of the speaker when you hear someone, start speaking very timidly, starts getting
and they're quiet? It's not.
It doesn't assert your presence. And when you're talking to an employer, girlfriend's parents, or just even meeting someone new in person, you want to give a good, strong first impression. And to do that, you got to speak clearly.
You got to speak with authority. Now, the fourth and final topic, again, this is condensed, the fourth and final topic is sitting.
Sitting.
At a table or on a couch, The way you sit says a lot about you. You don't want to be dressed for the occasion, hanging out with some friends, but you still don't want to be sitting with your legs wide open all slouched over.
Now, there are times when that is appropriate. If it's close friends, close family, they don't care about your appearance as much, that's more acceptable. You're having a nice dinner party, you don't know everyone there, you want to sit. How would you sit, Joe?
You would sit legs together, seems kind of forced, not very comfortable. Now, if this floats your boat, then by all means sit like this. But it's very nice to have your leg crossed. It doesn't take up too much space, and if the space is really tight, you can cross it like this.
Not recommended.
Not recommended. It doesn't, people think nowadays that it looks kind of feminine. If you watch the older gentlemen do it, it works fine. But this is nice, it's conservative, you're being comfortable, and you're not all sprawled out and taking up too much space.
Yeah, because especially in a more relaxed situation, a formal relaxed, I guess, if you're sitting like this, you're a little closed off. People think you're shy, you're timid. With this, you're more relaxed, people are willing to come up to you and talk to you. You're more in a comfortable position. You're not talking down to someone, you're not talking up to someone, you're leveling with them.
And when in a conversation, if you are actually intrigued, don't lean back and sit like this. Actually have a conversation with them. Sit up, use hand motions, but keep your back straight, and don't slouch.
Don't slouch. Big issue.
People, when they see that you're slouched, they think you're not interested. They think that you don't want to listen to what they're saying. So you stay up straight, stay engaged, and this way everyone is happy. Everyone feels like they're part of a conversation.
Exactly. So, it doesn't matter. When it comes to a situation, you got to think appropriately. What am I going to wear? How am I going to dress that person? And how are we going to talk, and how am I going to present myself? Because appearance and how you carry yourself is really important in the future. And I think our generation's really screwed on that, because
gentlemanship and chivalry is just, it's gone out the window. No one cares about their self-appearance anymore. It's all, I don't care what you think of me. Well, you should, because they may hire you someday. You should always care about your appearance, but not to the point where it offends you.
Exactly. So these are kind of broad topics, and we can get more into specifics some other video, but I think that is a nice approach to how a modern gentleman should be. You shouldn't be over the top, dressed to the nines like this all the time, and you shouldn't be casual like this all the time. So wear the appropriate thing, talk the right way, and just present yourself in a professional manner, because it does matter.
And when leaving, always give the greeting of the day, shake hands, and leave on a good note.
Exactly.
So, have a good afternoon, have a good day, have a good night. This has been Tits. This is Totally Serious.
See you next time.